Morning. Saturday morning from Seattle here. It's Kelly Snow. Hi, guys. Man, I just got done with this journal, so I'm so excited to show you. Um, Let me just get to my channel here so I can see what's going on. Is this it? This is it. Make sure you stop in and say hi. Visit my Etsy shop. The link is there, and this is listed. And come over to my group and say hi. Junk Journal Junkies, etc. I didn't put the link up today. I'm just too excited. I'm still in my robe and my flannel PJs. It's getting cold. I think we've lit 1 or 2 fires right now, but, it's still pretty warm, but it's kind of cold. So, anyways, so this is a huge journal. I've been saving these book pages for years, and I'm just so excited to be able to use them. I love the 50s books. You know what I mean? Like, look at that, I love it so much. Like, I'm just dying over it. And I've done so many things to this that I think are so fun, and I'll, tell you all about it here. So anyways, this is probably, I don't know if I keep saying this, but I've been doing a lot of big journals lately, and it's a tad over 12 inches, so it's really big. And then it's 9 wide. Let me see if I can get it to where I can show you. It's 9 inches wide. And it's a pretty big, heavy book. The cover is a hardcover, and it's pretty heavy. So I'm going to put this in a large flat rate box. And, when you list these books, sometimes Etsy doesn't do it exactly right. So large flat rate boxes run around 23 bucks. So if it doesn't come up right, if you order it, I'm sorry, but that's what it's going to be, just so you know. So anyway, it's just a real big, heavy book, and then I'll show you in the back when we get to it, because I'm not going to try to rustle it around. But anyways, so I did a bunch of fun stuff to the cover just so that it would sparkle and shine and have a couple of fun little things. Like, I glossy accented right here. I know it's tough to see on camera, but so there's like little icy skid marks on the road. And then this is just a glare from the light, but this one does have a little glitter on it. And it says The Magic of Christmas with a bunch of layering and snowflakes and stuff. And then I did put icicles on the trees with glossy accents. And then I did do some sparkle gel stuff to make it look like frosty air. So it's going to be tough to see, but let me see if that's better. But I did do that, so you can kind of see the texture there. Okay. And then the seam bindings from my shop, this is tile blue and chalk white. Okay. There's a bunch of colors. Good morning. How are you? And then I put, so I inked the edge. I sewed around with white thread. I backed this page with a piece of cardstock. And then there's 2 different layers of cheesecloth under here. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but that's how that looks. Okay. And I just love this because I grew up in Minnesota, and this is what it looks like. And this looks like the road going home, I love that so much. We used to have a hill that we had to go up, and on my birthday or my brother's birthday, we would slide down the hill. It was so fun. And Donna lived over here. Remember, Mom? Oh, I should have called Mom first and told her. Oh, well. Oh, well, I forgot. Maybe somebody can message her and tell her. Or maybe I'll message her and tell her, but I don't know if she'll be on right now. Anyways, she likes to come. We like to watch each other's videos. Anyway, so this being so huge, like the pages are 12 inches at least, some of them, the beginning ones, and then they kind of get smaller as you go in through the middle, So anyways, a lot of the stuff I showed for videos, for tutorials. So if you want to know how I made like this, for example, you can just go back in the videos there and see. Okay, and so this is in my shop too. I think this is Danish blue. I'm not quite sure. But so what I do in the front cover is I like to make kind of a filing storage system. So plus it's just fun, and this journal is got a 50s flair, and it's all about envelopes just because I'm kind of envelope crazy. Hi, Judy. And so I'll flip through really quick and then I'll go through. So it's 4 junk mail envelopes that have been just decorated up and are hinged in with cardstock and a piece of muslin so that it doesn't rip. And then I just took this old book that I had, 50s book of Christmas stuff, and I just ripped it all up and used it in here, and some of them are full pages and whatever. And so anyway, this was my electric bill envelope. And I just love the covered bridge. It just feels good and makes me feel good and cozy, and you know all the feelings you get when you feel them. A covered bridge, and particularly snow covered, and you know the farm in the background, and there's poetry in this book that was, you know, in the book. So let me see, mine just went out, so I just want to see if I'm still going or what. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, thanks for the thumbs up, girls. That really helps my videos get watched. So anyway, I left a journaling spot right here, and then I did decorate this, and then so this is and it was script stamped with Merry Christmas. I know you probably can't see, but it does say Christmas stuff on there. So anyways, inside these, I put these huge folders so you can put one thing on one side and something on the other side, and you'll have a divider. But, and there's another covered bridge. Well, it's not covered, but it's snow covered at least. And these images, I think, are... Oh, this one I don't know for sure. I think it's Winter Stories by After Midnight Designs, and I used Artie May's A Winter's Tale, and then I used Tsunami Rose, ephemera, and pictures. Okay, I'll point it out as we go through, but it's tough to remember sometimes everybody that you use, but it's... Oh, and then this is cream colored cardstock. It's pretty thick, and then I inked it up and kind of distressed it a little bit for fun. And then the tab is here on the end. And then the envelopes were all inked, just in case you can't see, and they're sewn with white thread, zigzag stitch. And then this was coffee stain paper, zigzag with blue thread, and then inked, ripped and hand ripped and inked all the way around. And then here's another longer one. This one's really fun because my husband collects stamps. So we have a large collection of stamps, and I always save the Christmas or December things in a separate bag. So I have 1963 stamps and a 1961 like postmark from Kansas, which I think is really neat. Somebody had ripped this off of the envelopes and saved it. When we found a little bag of a bunch of these, I was like, ooh, jackpot. So I ripped some of the book page there with the trees on it and ripped it here and inked it up and stuff. And then this is also sewn with a blue thread. And then there's a little scrappy tablet in the back of all kinds of different papers and stuff. And then on the inside is, now this is original ephemera from my 1800s collection. And I love this stuff so much, I can't bear to only use it once. So I've photocopied everything, digitally remastered it, and then put it up for sale in my shop. Hi, Leanne. Well, not for, well, it is for sale, but I'm really just sharing with you guys. It's a couple bucks, but I can't stand it. I have to keep my stuff. So I put the original ephemera in my books. That's why I like my books so much, just because, you know, you get real stuff in there that, you know, is authentic. And so that's just how I like to make my books. And so I just think that's fun, but I can't bear to use it sometimes. And I want to use it again, so I photocopy it and put it in. So that's all in my shop too, if you're dying over some of these images and stuff. It's all listed there. And then, so this one was the same. It's a junk mail envelope, probably another one of my bills. And I straight stitch all the way around with blue thread and inked it and ripped all the papers up and stuff. And then, well, you can put anything you want in the window. I got my file backwards, but whatever, you know. And then I just put the another covered, well, snow covered bridge here, and there's a little house. I don't know if you can see that great in the, I don't know if I should close up on this or not. What do you think, Judy? Can you see it good enough? The images? And then it's an envelope and it flips up so you have some storage there. You guys tell me. If I need to move in closer, I will. Because I'm just watching on my little tiny phone, so I don't know if it's any good or not. But so anyway, I covered it with sheet music. And then the file in here is this huge one too, same with the wintry trees. And this one was handmade by me. And there's the tab with ink. And then the distressed back. And you can, you know, put it in this way if you want so that, you know, the snow shows through the window if you want. But this one is kind of funny because, oh no, I guess it was the other one. This one was okay. Sometimes it's kind of funny because you got to get it in just right. That's why I think I did it this way. For some reason, I think my sewing on that side is, yeah, there. I don't know why it just fits in better that way. But anyway, that one's fun. And then I did the same with this one. Blue thread, zigzag, ink. Here's some papers. And I ripped the tree edge there. And I put in the last one I had. Here's some more trees. The last 1800s snow-covered bridge ephemera piece that I have. And I forgot to show you the backs, you guys. These are really cool. These were actually glued down to a scrapbook that I bought from the 1800s. Thanks, Leanne. That I got in an auction, and I carefully tried to pull them up so I can photocopy them and stuff. But anyway, you know, these used to be in like coffee cans or, you know, flour sacks and stuff, and they would collect them and put them in their books, you know, in their scrappy books. And so I look for those because I love that. So anyways, I bought a few, and so that's where I get all this stuff from. So anyway, so the inside front cover is really fun. So it's got all kinds of fun stuff and all the envelopes and all the stamps and just all the stuff. I just think it's fun to have something really big and useful in the inside front. So that's really fun. And I tried to make a lot of really cool stuff in this one just because some of these pages are so beautiful. I left them plain and blank and empty. And so that's why, too, I put in, you know, a lot of, like, bigger, cool stuff because some of the pages are empty. But I'll show you. So this is just another little file folder, which I love file folders. And I just glued the image on, so there's a couple little tags. These actually take some time because they're waxed. And this is a vintage, you know, just a little sticker, you know, I found. It's really cute. And anyways, it's got layering and stuff, and then I waxed over the top. And then this one is sheet music and then tissue paper and then ink and sewn with red thread. And then I did some stenciling with this thick glitter snow over the top. And so, yeah, they're just really cute. Yeah, they used to stick all that stuff in for you to collect back in the day. I can show you, well, it might be in my videos, but I've showed you my collections before, and I go through and talk about all that kind of stuff, Leanne. So it's kind of fun. I love the history about all that kind of stuff. I like the history kind of. So anyway, this is just a plain little booklet, and then this is a covered bridge postcard. It's in a cellophane, and it's from, well, it's tough to read. Maybe you can read it, but you know it's an old one. You know what I mean? With a 2-cent stamp and a little greeting on the back and stuff for a happy Christmas and New Year, which I think is really neat. So I had to put that in. of course, right? So you've already gotten 3 original pieces for my collection in this book already, and it's only the first page. Just saying. Just saying. And I love the image in the back that this is white gesso that I have this tool that I use and then drag it so it kind of looks like snow and stuff. And then these pages, there's several layers of sewing here. A turquoise page and then this page, and they're both sewn. And then this is sewn. So you have several layers here of paper if you like that. I do, and that's why I kind of layer it up like that at the bottom. So it's really kind of fun, you know, because I don't know, I like paper. So anyways, so I gutted this book, and it was a yearbook. So I took everything out, and then I put fabric on the inside, and then, you know, did my regular 3-hole stitch, pamphlet stitch, and with the wax thread from my shop. And then what I do is these big, huge pages, I butt them together, and then I put fabric in and the front and the back. That's how I hold the pages together. So all the pages have fabric like that. And then I used a bunch of different colored threads as I go through. I'll show you. I know it might be tough to see on camera, but it's pretty. And some of these, there's only a couple of these that are sideways, and I kept this one sideways because it's just so beautiful. And I didn't do nothing to it. I just left it because the old paper feels good. Whoops. I love it. And it's just a scene. The old barn is falling down. There's the farm in the back and an old fence, you know, and they're putting their skates on, and the dog looks like a poodle. And the townspeople are out skating, you know, and it's just cool. And there's another little farm in the back, and I love the fallen down trees. And I'm just all about this right now. I just love it so much, and it's just cool. I love it. So anyway, this page has got white thread sewn with zigzag stitch, and then this I sewed with blue thread with the zigzag stitch. Just so you, because I don't know if you can see, but I do a lot of sewing. There's a lot of work in this. This took me, I started in September, so probably a month, you know, maybe a little bit shy of a month. And so since they're ice skating over here, I wanted to recreate it over here with the kids ice skating, and they're on the side roasting marshmallows, and here's a little tag, a poem in the back, and then it says winter in the country. And then they're sledding, and these tags are all ripped off at the bottom. They're sledding, and she's sledding, and see, they're all ripped at the bottom. This one's ripped at the bottom too. She's sliding. So it's just, you know, whoops, kind of fun. Whoops. There we go. And then this is just a flip up coffee stained envelope that I cut in half. I've got videos on showing you how to use envelopes, but it's just an envelope cut in half that I coffee stained, and the flop for the envelope, I just invert it. And then you got a little open spot here. So that's kind of fun. And then I'll show you this tag. See, it's ripped on the bottom too, and they're having a thanks, Leanne. I know I really focus on the feeling with these, especially for Christmas, because I just love it. And then I do have a script stamp that's Christmas. So all these jumbly things, it says fa la 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 or peace or, you know, Christmas, whatever. So it is Christmas stuff. And again, when I do mine, I always leave the bottom, the layers, so you can see the different layers in the sewing. So sometimes I'll stack it up 3 or 4 deep just because, I don't know, I like that. So this is really fun. I love this page because I remember going to my grandma's, and she always had the candy jars out at Christmas time. And I just think I love this page so much. It's just no big deal maybe to you, but but I love it. And then I tried to bring the candy over here, so it's really fun. And there's just a bunch of stuff back here just to use for a list, shopping list, and there's a few of these in here, you know, just for lists, and a coffee stain journaling card, and a shopping list, you know, for whoever you choose. And then, so this was a book, the page out of another different book. Anyway, it just goes with it. So I think that's cute. And the holly berries from over here, Christmas blessing. And then this is a magnet, but it's so strong. I gotta glue this. Oh my gosh. I use washi tape and it never works. I have to glue this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't want to forget. But if I do forget, just glue this down. It's just the magnets are so, maybe I should just put an extra. Maybe I'll put an extra. Because if I put extra over the top, then maybe it won't be so strong. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find a. I got a Christmas one. Is that stupid? I did text for this. I'm sorry. I just forgot. I'm going to put this here so that it stops ripping. And then I'm going to put, washi tape never works, does it? Then I'm going to put one more layer over this one so that maybe it's not so strong because it's really sticking. These magnets are really strong. All right, let me try. Oh yeah, way better. Okay. All right. We got it. We got it. So there's 2 little magnets in there. I actually should just use a washer, but I couldn't find one. So I had to use 2 magnets. Anyways, you just open it up and it's like a wallet thing, and or it's just coffee stain paper. It's kind of fun. But I did coffee stain it and I inked it up and I sewed all the way around with white thread. You know, and this is all inked and this is printed out from Tsunami Rose, I think. This, and then I put in a whole bunch of candy because I just think that's cute. This ribbon candy. This is Tsunami Rose ephemera. I forget what this one is, and these ones I forget who they are, but just stuff, you know. And then some coasters. My grandma used to have these on her table. They're so cute. And then this is a flip up, and it just shows the other page. I love the birch trees. Come on, you Michiganders and Midwesterners, right? I love it, and it's a friendship poem. So anyways, I just love that. So we just put all this in. Right? Cute. And then this, I love this page. It's one of my favorites. I don't even know where to start. All right, I'll start right here because it's got a little tabby and I like it. And it says Winter Woodland. And it's just a little tiny, little short, little place to tuck some stuffs. So I put in like 4 little, just cute little things, you know. And then, so this is fun too. It's got a Christmas tree charm and I looped the end. And this is all about envelopes, again, like I said, and how to make all this stuff's on my channel if you go back. Anyways, 1963 stamp, and I stamped and coffee stain on the dot pan, and then I schmutzed it with the, if you can see the reflection, the silver, I don't know if you can, the silver gilding polish, so it's got a sparkle there. Now you can see it's got a sparkle, and there's the tree, and it flips down. Let's see if I'm going to be able to show you guys this. We'll see. This thing is so big. Bear with me. And there's a poem inside here. A vintage Christmas card. And one of these. I love these. I forget who they're from. I bought them a few years ago. And I forget now who they're from. But if you know, go ahead and let me know in the comments. And then here's another vintage stamp, which I love. And some postage stamps that I have that, you know, with the lines and stuff. And I love this whole scene with the mountain in the background. And then this flips this way. I'm waiting for my lag. So there's more cards, 2 froms, distressing, coffee staining, and this. And then the poem, you can see the winter poem. One day nearer spring, I think is what it's talking about. And here's the tags. They're sewn around and inked and stuff. And I just love these. They're really, really pretty. Love them. Cute. And then there's a postmark, December 19th, 1961. On these little mini envelopes. They're so freaking cute. I love the envelopes. But mini ones are my favorite. So they're just really cute. I love it. Thank you. Hi. Hi, LV. And then these open up. Okay, and they're just distressed. This is more trees, and this is another stamp and some stuff, and they have tags in them. I'll take them out and show you because they're just so pretty. Well, I'll just take this one out. It's just got misty, wintry trees and somebody walking. And they're all sewn around. This says white thread and inked up on the back and the front and stuff. So they all have their little thumb. And then here's another card. And then this one's really cool. This one is the one I love. This is why I made it for. I love this one. I know the glare is tough. Is that better? And then it opens up. And I left the writing inside because that's part of the charm. And a lot of them, some of them do and some of them don't, but I just think that's cute, so I just leave it. But anyways, this one's really fun to make. And then, let me pull it back down. And then there's a bag in the back. And then this is just brown paper from my shop. And then these are one of my bags from my shop, and this was script stamped, and it's got the glisten on it, you can see, and a Tim Holtz pin. And then it's got one of the envelopes from After Midnight Designs. I think this is After Midnight Designs. It's just really cute. I left it open so you could write in it or put stuff in it, whatever you want to do, but it's pretty cute. And so I'm introducing this new pattern, which I love, and it's over here too. Blue and white, you know. There we go. And then on the inside of the bag is, so this is one of the files from the kit that I got. It's called Winter Stories. And so I made it out of the cream colored cardstock. This stuff's like extra thick. And I inked it all around the edge, and then I put the glaze on the edge too, if you can see. So it's got a little sparkle, and it has a coin envelope with the trees on it and the little foxy on the back. And here's the little opening there and shuts and stuff. So that's inside here in the coffee stain bag. And it just kind of sits back here. And it's Merry Christmas script stamp. Like that. I love it. Thanks, Leanne. And then these are 3 little pockets that are sewn in the signature. It's made out of vintage sheet music, and they're all, this one's sewn with a blue zigzag, this one's sewn with a blue zigzag, and this is plain coffee stain paper. This is from the kit. They're just little journaling cards, but they're really cute with the little cabin and stuff on it. I left these clean and white. Just some of it I left plain and clean. I like to mix it up, and some of it I did grungy. And then I accented it with like the silver or the blue, you know, gilding polishes, this stuff. And then this. See, the metallic gilding polishes. This is powder blue, pearl luster, and then I used the glitter kiss for the front with the trees, you know, all the glitter and the snow and stuff. So here's a little bunnies from the kit and a little snowflake tag somebody sent me a couple years ago. It was pretty cute. There's no name on it, so I don't know who it is now, but script stamp Merry Christmas and the silver, and then you can see the fabric peeking through here. And then here's one of the little envelopes from the kit with some blue cheesecloth and some lace. And again with the, I love that. And it's got a little snippet left over from another project in the back here. I'll show you when we get to it. But I love the vintage lace. And then it also has the pocket here. And it has a little postcard with the fox and the owl, which is pretty cute, which I left clean and white. So there's a mix here, which I kind of like. It looks stenciled, but I didn't stencil it. This is just the pattern that I'm introducing from that kit, so it's just pretty. It looks stenciled, though, doesn't it? Then I inked around the edge and put my fuzzies on. That's really pretty. And then this one has a paper doily and, like, just a ball. It's clear, just an ornament, and I love that. It's pretty. And then there's another little postcard inside. Oh, looks like there's a tag in here too. Oh no, that's from back here. For Pete's sakes. I think I should. There we go. And then this side, same, you know, obviously. I just put a little picture down here of the deer and the barn, and there's a little pocket right there with another extra little snippet I got from, like I said, in the back here. I'll show you once we get to it. This is an extra long coin envelope with a tag inside with that same pattern now that I was showing you in the little cabin here. And then there's an owl tag from, I think this is our Artie Mae's now, Winter's Tale kit, I think. Thanks, Judy. And then here's the frozen snow-covered creek with the trees on the side. And there's a little poem there about how, you know, it's cold and frozen and stuff. And I just love how pretty that is. So I am a country girl, so this to me, just, I've seen this so many times in my life, you know, in the backyard or close to home where my dad always made sure we were by the river. And this has white thread zigzag, and this has blue. And then usually they're glued with, like you can see, the glued with the craft paper from my shop. And then, so this isn't actually a huge pocket. And it has another file in it. Files and envelopes in this one. You guys, look at the frosty trees, though. It's pretty how she's got it. And this is, I'm pretty sure this is that After Midnight design kit. And it's different on both sides, which is cool. This side's like snowy, and that side's different. And it's just white on this one. And I inked up and sewed around. This has cream thread, which I love cream because the edges were cream. So that's fun. And so this is a really big pocket. You could put a lot of stuff in there, but I just worried about the weight of it all. But I made this big enough to where it doesn't really sag, but that's why I put this on this side so that the page doesn't fall, if you know what I mean, if you make journals. And then, oh, I forgot there's just a little die cut right there. But anyways, that's how I do it sometimes so your page doesn't fall. And then this is another, oops, I forgot my paper clip on this. This is another one of my favorite pages because I love Jack Frost from when you were a kid, you know, and I just wanted to leave the whole Jack Frost poem and everything. Just like I said, just plain, and you can see it. And then I made a frosty little project on this side, and you can see the fabric coming through. And so anyways, I did a video on how I did this, and it's really fun, or at least to me it is. And I like the tabs sticking out from this in the back, but you know, if you get it and it starts being weird, you can always glue it, you know, and just have a pocket on the top too if you wanted to. But I was just testing it out to see how it would go, and so far it's fine, but I don't know. But anyway, it's an option. And so this is really fun. These are vellum little pockets, and I just stuck these photos in here. You can just pull them right out and put tags in or whatever you want to do. But I think this is just so pretty. I just left it like this so that you can see what you're getting. And again, with the layers of sewing, I sewed on the vellum and I sewed around this, so you get the layers right here, which I really like that. I don't know, I'm kind of weird. And then I did the circle punch right there, and so then I covered it with this paper. It's cardstock in the middle. It's pretty hefty. Cardstock in the middle, and then all this opens and opens and opens, you know. So these are vellum pockets on the side with the circle punch right here, and then I inked them all up first, and then I sewed them around with blue thread, and then I put the blue shimmer on. You might not be able to see it right now, but, and then I just put some postcards in here from the kit that are, you know, all wintry and stuff. And there's two, so you get, there's 2 pockets in here is what I mean. And for storage, and there's another postcard in here too, but just so you know. And then this I love because it's it's tucked inside it. Well, I explained it when I did a video, but If you want to see how I made this, you can look back. But anyway, these are the scraps left over from the project, and I sewed around this with blue zigzag and this with blue zigzag, and then I left this for a pocket. So you could just let the snowflakes come through, because that's another pattern. You could put your pictures in there, whatever you want to do. But I used the covered bridge again with the bird and just stuck it in there for a journaling spot if you want, and just to show that it's a picture spot. So you can do with it, you know, whatever you want to. And then I left the threads hanging because I like to do that. And so that flips over. And this is just a card that I got that I hung in there, but I did another pocket right here so you can put, and then I mimicked the tag with the tree with the tag. This is just plain white cardstock that I glistened up, if you can see, and I did the tree stamp underneath, and then I put tracing paper over the top, and then I sewed around it with cream thread. And this is just a card I got. I've been saving it for years because I just think it's so pretty, and it has a little glitter on it. You know, I don't know if the camera, you can pick it up or not, but I love it, and I just think it goes whatever. And then, so these little pockets, and so the pockets are the same. And then you can see the design here. I just wanted to open it up so you can see, but I'll tell you what's in it. But anyway, so there is a nice big deep pocket here. And the tuck spot right there. Pocket, tuck spot, whatever. It's kind of half and half. And then I just, and this was to me, but I left the writing, like I said. Sometimes I leave the writing in, just because it's part of the charm. At least I think it is. And the vintage ones, I left the writing in there too, because someday this will be old, you know, and somebody will read it and be like, oh, you know. But anyways, so two more little, and then I made a bunch of these cute little, they're just plain white, like I said, with the frosty over them, and I stamped underneath, and then I put the tracing paper over the top, and then I glistened it with the stuff, and then sewed around with and then this is little pine cones. They're so cute, little stamped pine cones. And then you can see, and this one's just plain with the glisten on it. Because I didn't want to mess with the, whole thing, you know. What I like about it is this. I like how they all match. And I like this because it's got blue and it's Christmas text. And then that's like swirling wind, you know. And then you can tuck stuff in, which I put snowflake envelopes just for storage. Or, you know, you can put whatever you want in here, but that was just an idea. So anyway, and then this was another one. It's got another one of the tags and a kit tag. Season's greetings, and it's all glistening, and it's got the little foxes on it. That's cute. And then this is super cute. It's from my shop too. If you need glassine, I have all kinds. So it's a glassine envelope filled with goodies. One of the small glassine bags with a tag. And then I have 2x2s. These are filled with little to from tags my mom made a couple years ago. So that's really fun. And they're all etched with the shimmer, you can see, with the blue shimmer. So they're just clean and clear and pretty, but they're frosty. So, ooh, I love that because I'm trying to be Jack Frost. So I shut it like this because I like to see all the bits like this, but you can shut it like this if you want and have it like a double door. You know what I'm saying? But I like it this because I like all this stuff showing. So it just depends on what you want to do. But I love paper, so I love all that paper that's in there. And then I love Jack Frost. It's pretty cool in the poem and stuff. And then this, here's where we're going to start getting into some of the 50s stuff. Here's an ad. It actually flips up, and there's the Wintry Night poem under there with one of the book pages. And then here's one of my clips. It's got a charm on the end. And here's some cute tickets that I made and inked up and put some of these little stickers on for the ice skating rink. I thought that would be cute. So there's like 2 piles of tickets right there. And this is a vintage magazine with cheap toys. And then this is a magazine page of them ice skating because that's how we started out in the front here, which I love. And I clear gessoed this so it feels like sand. And then I also used that tool that I have. It's a rubber tool that I hit and I drag so that I have white gesso on here that kind of looks like snow and it's blowing or whatever. I kind of do that all the time. And then on top of that, I put the glossy accents on all the ice skating marks right here that you see. They're all shiny. So it looks really cool because it looks like icy and, you know, like they're ice skating. So I just love that. And like I did on the front cover with the tire marks, but I don't know, it's tough to see on this because it's kind of shiny, but anyways, so that's fun. And there's just a couple there. She's got the snowman in the freezer and the sled and all her kids' clothes, the boots and the mittens and everything are laying around. And I did the same distressing here. And then a journaling page of some vintage stationery that I found. And it says greetings and it's really pretty and gold and it's just really pretty. So I just left it like that. And then I just mimicked the poinsettia here on one of my cute little tags that I waxed. And then this is one of the projects we did this week. You can go back and see how I did all this stuff, but this is like the flap to the envelope. So I just glued it down. So there's a tuck spot here and a pocket right here. And this is Tim Holtz tissue paper. And this is and then here's one of my paper clips with the music charm. And it flips open like this. Here's some lace and a writing spot with some line stamping. And this is made out of an envelope, all this. And then here's another one of my little coin envelopes. I show you how to make those too in my videos there. So it's a little coin envelope you can put stuff in. Let me do this. There we go. And this is another photo of a covered bridge with the townspeople skating. It's really cute. I love it so much. So this makes a pocket right here. Tim Holtz tissue paper. Well, first it's sheet music, then it's Tim Holtz tissue paper, and then I stenciled over with glitter snow. So it has some texture. And then I inked it all up, and then I sewed around it with red thread. Coffee stain paper on the back. So these took some time. And then when you take this off, this opens up like this. And there's some coffee stain writing paper right here for a little tablet. And then a little tucky spot with some pretty, there's several sheets here of owls with the poinsettias again because of the stuff over here. So I tried to bring it over. There's probably 4 or 5 sheets of that in there. And I'm holding this up because it's holding that ticket and that stuff on the other side too. Which actually go inside this coin envelope, but I just wanted to show it. Okay, and then there's another little tuck spot with another one of the tags. There's a pocket right here with another one of those tags. So that's kind of a fun little flippy. And then the center is, of course, the sleigh ride. We have to have one with the sleigh ride. So they're bundled up with the blankets. That's kind of fun. And then here's another one of the flips. Again, I put one on both sides of the center here, so it's kind of fun. So there's the pocket here and the tags made with vintage wrapping paper. And a mountain scene, another place to write. And then some tuck spots. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus article from the 50s, a little to from tag. This is a Noel tag. This is just some Monroe County 1950s living room that is, you know, like just a picture from an article, which I think is really cool because I love to look at the toys and how they decorated and the TV and stuff, you know. So it's just papers to have. And then just one of my tags that I did. I just left it in here sideways like this. And then here's a card of a sleigh ride. So I kept that going. I don't know if this one's written in. Nope. But these are vintage Christmas cards, which I like. And there's the sheet music in the back. And then a lot of these Christmas cards, that I'm using in here are from my shop. These I'm using my originals, but I copy them, the ones I really like, and then put them in my store so I can use them again next year. So here's one of my cute little wax tags with a little horsey on it, but it's all waxy and it's got a bunch of to from tags in there. And then another tag from some cool 50s paper. And there's a tag back here too with some cool 50s paper, little snow queen. She's so cute. And then here's the other page, and it has the gold on the bottom. It's really pretty. And then you can use this for writing, finally. And we had to have a Norman Rockwell. He's soaking his feet, and there's the steam coming up, smoking his pipe. And I love how he's got his stuff hanging up, his coat and stuff. This is clear gessoed and white gessoed, and so it's rough, and you can write on it now better if you wanted to. And the other side is mailboxes. I love the mailboxes. So this, I did the same with the clear gesso, the white gesso. You can see all the marks. Then I did the glossy accents on the tree back here and the ridge cap so that it looked icy and snowy. And I also did it on top of all the mailboxes. And the mailboxes, I added some glitter. So it should be stuck in there's no glitter over here. It should be stuck in the glossy accents because it makes it all shiny and, you know, look icy and stuff. So I just think that's cool. You might not be able to see it too good in the camera, but it's cool. So then I mimicked the mailboxes over to this side. So it's a Christmas card that you can write in or leave, whatever you want to do. And I kind of made it like, I'm trying to make this feel like we went and got the mail and I threw it on the page and the envelopes are behind, and I left it so that you could, you know, take out the cards from both sides. So that's kind of fun. This one is, of course, a mailbox with the birdies. And this one is a wintry scene going down the street there, which I love. With the mail. It's just really cute. I like the snowman in the freezer too, Leanne. Yeah, I worked pretty hard on this. Thanks so much for watching. So white thread on the back of this paper, and then I script stamped it with my Christmas script stamp that says ho 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 and, you know, joy and all that stuff. And that's the craft paper, and it's inked up and stuff. And then this, I love how this feels completely. Let me see if I can get the glare off really quick. See if that's better. Ah. So another magazine page, but I love the Christmas caroling, and she's watching from the porch, and you can see her Christmas tree in the window, and they're out caroling. So I mimicked that right here, and she's looking out her window, and the kids are sledding, and the Christmas carolers are out there, and she's got a snow-covered tree, and it's just, it flips up, and there's cute messages in there. And then I put another vintage from my collection, another vintage postcard. It doesn't say anything on the back, and there's no stamp or anything, but it is signed, so maybe they hand-delivered it. I don't know, but it's more carolers. But I just love how this feels. I love her apron she has on, and I don't know, I just like it. You know, she's cooking something, you know. She's probably making banana bread or something good. So I love this page. It makes me happy. And then the staple marks from the book it was in. And I did ink this up a little bit, but it's got natural color. I didn't do anything to that one. It's just old. And then here's this one of the kid running down the hill. You ever done that when you were a kid? Run, run, run really fast, and you fall down at the end. I just loved that, so I left it. And he's got his snow prints and his smiling face. And then here's the three pockets again, and these ones I've got my little wax tags, wax minis. I do videos on them a lot. This one's of a a fireplace with the stockings are hung there, and this one's of the little snowy yard with the little house and stuff, and they're all waxed up. And there's just a bunch of tags. These ones my mom made a couple years ago. A bunch of different tags in there you could use on your gifts or just to write on whatever you want to do. And then the kitty. Oh my God, he's so cute. I love him. So this is sewn around with blue thread. The kitty's sewn around with white thread and inked up and stuff. And then I put an article in here from the 1950s. If there actually really a Santa Claus? So it's just an article that's cute and you can write on the back or not, but it's a 50s article, which I thought was really cute. Oh, so cute. I love him and his little blue eyes and his little feet. He's so cute. And I love the ornaments and I love turquoise, you guys know. So this is what I like to do. I stack up the edge of all the sewing. So there's a huge pocket right here, a full page pocket right in here. So I have all this edges right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different sewn edges right here, which I really like. And so there's just a big tag. It's shimmery. It's just for writing. And it's just a plain sheet of, this is actually sketch paper if you wanted to do some sketches, but I just left it for writing and I sewed around with the blue thread. But I like to do it so that they're in there and just for storage. And I leave the edges show because I can. And I like how it's stacked up like that. And then this, here's the other, there's one more, I think. This is so beautiful. I just left it. I love it so much with the mountains and the trees and this one falling down. I just love this. So I left it. I love the clouds, how it looks. It's just gorgeous. It was in that book I found. And again, this was white thread here and blue thread here. And you can see the blue thread from this hanging out from the other side. Lots of thread. I love that. So I left that plain. And then so I made a big page over here on this side to sew that. There we go. And here's one of my floppers again. It's kind of fun. So this is actually from a gift bag. And then one of the, this is Artie Mae's, I think. Cream color cardstock with lines on the back. This one has blue and white thread. I must have ran out of white and had to switch to blue. But I love this. Coffee stained envelope. And then I just glued the, flop to the envelope down and just made it a flip. And then winter trail tickets. I think these are from the other kit, the After Midnight Designs. One of my little coin envelopes with the little tag on the inside. That's cute, which made a little pocket here with one of these. I love these. They're so pretty. And then all the sewing, all the sewing and stuff. I love that. And then on the inside here's the big pocket with the little squirrel. He's cute. It's just a journaling little booklet. These were dyed on the muffin tin. So, and that's all with white thread, and these all have blue thread. And some cheesecloth there. So I love this. Thank you, Leanne. And then here's what I call the stack of sacks. I got glassine sacks all stacked up here, and they're kind of sprayed out like this. And then I did the glossy accented cozying up the little bunnies because I can't stand how cute little bunnies are. So there's a doily back here, 2 or 3 layers, I think 3 layers of different colored blue and white cheesecloth. And here's 2 little mini bags here. And then there's a 1 bag here, 1 bag tucked in the back, and then a long one right here. And they're all glistened up with the blue frosty. And they all have a winter's tale. This is Artie Mae's. Tags in them. Some of them are inked and sewn like these with the birds here, and that last one was, and some of them are clean and nothing. This is cream cardstock. So I mix it up always. So there's lots of threads and lots of cheesecloth and lots of shimmer. So I love this page, and it's sewn down here with blue thread, and you can see the white fabric coming through. So I love that page. And that's set on top of vintage sheet music. And then here is a 50s tablescape. You know how they used to decorate. Here's a vintage article about, something about Santa and Christmas, a vintage article from the newspaper in the 50s. And this is how they used to decorate their table. And here's a picture of, this is Tsunami Rose. Ephemera now this year, she put out some cool 50s Christmas photos for us to use, which I love. Just because, I don't know, I just like how they dress and how it looks. And look, she hung all her Christmas cards on the curtains. And the tinsel, and I don't know, I just like I like it the way it all looks, So we got the picture back here, and you can leave that, because it tucks here if you want. You can leave the article hang out or put it back, whatever. So the candles here. So, I had to bring the candles over here. So I'm all about that. And it's just a Christmas card from Arby and Ina. And it's got a beautiful brown color to it from being so old. And you can open it all the way up, I think. Well, maybe not. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just stuck right here in the end. Yeah. So if you wanted to write in here, you could, or store something or whatever. And it's glued on top of a red envelope that I have flip here like this. And there's another vintage card in here with a candle, of course. And a little December 25th stamp. And here's the only Santa in the whole book, because I was not going for, Christmas on this exactly. But it's just a little bag. Just a little bag. And it's got some little... There we go. Bells and whistles here. And this is a vintage ad about sending postcards at Christmas. There's a bunch of vintage postcards there. And this is attached to another sheet of paper that's been sewn with blue thread. And it's more of the 50s photos from Tsunami Rose. People opening gifts. These girls look like they're reading or singing. And I loved it because the Christmas trees are in the back. And then I just put in candle tags to keep the candles going here. These were inked and sewn too, cream thread. And then it's paper hinged on with a Merry Christmas hinge. And I love the girls with their vintage dresses. Look. I mean, and they're all looking up. Isn't that the most beautiful picture you've ever seen? I can't stand it. The tree in the back, and they're opening their little presents with their puffy dresses on. Of course, the candle. And then outside, we got the snow and the birch trees and the mountains and the gesso. So I love that. I love every page. Well, it's funny. And then this is the last page finally, and it's another sideways one. I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but in Minnesota, you tap the maple trees for syrup. And that's what these guys are doing. They have the oxen out. And they're tapping the trees for the sap, and he's pouring it in. And I got this huge pocket here full of just stuff. Picture of another guy pouring it out. He's out there working. I sewed around this one with cream thread, and it's got craft paper on the back. This is an article about, and I've driven by here many times, the Mille Lacs Indian Reservation, 1916, about how they made their maple syrup. So it's an article about that, which Minnesota history I like. And then this is a maple leaf restaurant, which I thought was cute because they made their own syrup. And then the back has more envelope projects. The maple syrup truck, and the guy down here on the bottom is carrying the maple buckets, so you can see. And I just put let me get it to where we can see it good here, because it opens and opens. So these are inked up, and sewn around with white thread, and they both open up like this, and these are just sitting here because I like the edges, and you can write on these and store it here, right? Merry Christmas script stamp on this, coffee stained, and it's 3 envelopes that are, so it opens. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard to show. Here, let me put this up like this. Maybe I can do it like this. Okay, so this opens to this, right? So it's another card, and I think it's a pocket too. And then there's a pocket right here because they're all envelopes, and this is, you know, syrup making stuff, ephemera that's in here. Okay. And then it's all vintage wrapping paper and stamping and different little articles about syrup making, and you know, that's what these guys are doing. They're out in the woods getting the syrup with the horses, which I like. This is an article about how to make the syrup. So I just made a tag into it and left it on the inside, and this is all vintage wrapping paper, which I love. So that goes up, and this sticks right here like this, and this comes down then. See, like that. So then the top one does the same thing. So it opens up, you know, this was here, and then it comes down, and here's the winter morning. Let me see if I can get you to, it's a little farmhouse, and the mom and the kids are outside, and it's got some glittery snow, and it says winter morning here. It's just the farm, which I love. And it just opens like this, and Ben and Minnie, and it's Merry Christmas, you know, when it opens up the whole way, so you can write in if you want. Blue thread, and then this opens up with all the vintage Christmas wrapping paper, and there's a tag in here of the guy getting syrup, and it's got parchment and craft paper and the horses and stuff, and there's some vintage wrapping paper, and another envelope and another envelope, right? So it flips and flips like this, and then you put that in, and like that, right? So, and then here's the fabric from the spine, and then I'll show you the back. Here's the back, and it has, this journal belongs to, with the snowflake, so you can put your, you know, email or your whatevers on the back, and it's a hardcover. Okay, and then this goes over like this, and there's your front again. Okay, sheesh, I know that was kind of long. Thanks for sticking it out with me and watching that with me. And this is posted in my shop for sale, so I'd appreciate you all coming and looking and sharing for me so we can get this one sold. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, girls. Bye.